Hi, this is Dave Lorenzo with RainmakerLawyer.com, and today's video tip is about the perception of value your clients have before they engage you and your services. Now, this perception of value is best illustrated by a simple story, and this was a story that was told to me, believe it or not, by somebody who came to repair something in my home. It starts with a gentleman who's at NASA, who's the launch operations officer, the head of the launch team for a rocket ship launch at the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. And it's hours before a launch, and all of a sudden the computer that launches the rocket has broken down. So everybody's running all around. They call a repairman. Repairman comes to fix the computer. He walks in, looks down at the computer, and he can tell exactly what's going on. And he takes the cover off the computer, sticks a screwdriver in, and turns the screw. Immediately the computer sparks up and runs perfectly, comes right back to life, and everything's working perfectly. So he puts the cover back on the computer, turns to the gentleman in charge and says, "That will be $1,000. The gentleman just looks at him. He says, "You want $1,000? $1,000 for turning one simple screw?" And the gentleman says, "Yes, that's exactly right." He says, "The only way I'm going to be able to get that through our administrative process is if you give me an itemized invoice. So please sit down right now and write up an itemized invoice for me." So the repairman sits down and he writes up an itemized invoice, and he says, "Fixing computer, turning one screw, $1. Knowing which screw to turn, $999. And this story illustrates the exact type of value your clients are paying for. They're not paying for the time you spend working on the problem. They're not paying you for the time you spend thinking about the problem. They're paying for the value that you've created in helping make their situation better. Notice that I said helping make their situation better, helping improve their condition. That's the value that you provide. Now, how do you communicate this value? Well, there are 5 ways that you can demonstrate to your clients that you provide this outstanding value. The first way is through talent. Maybe you have some type of unique ability, and all of us do, but you have some type of unique ability that you apply toward each case, toward each client, that enables you to approach their problem in a specific way that gets the best results. So for example, you could be very strategic and you could see the landscape laid out before you from one end to the other. You have the ability to anticipate moves the other side will make, and that has value. Maybe it's your experience. Maybe you've done this for 25 or 30 years and you've handled just about every type of matter there is to handle in your field of expertise. Maybe you have so much experience that you can tell just from diagnosing the problem what the correct solution will be. That has value. Maybe you are one of the few experts in your area and your services are in such high demand that there's only one of you and there's a ton of need. That has value. Maybe your specialized knowledge and your area of expertise is so narrow and focused that there's nobody else who does what you do. And that specialized knowledge is worth a lot, and that has value. And finally, the best way to create value, or one of the ways that should always be included in any type of value creation model, is the way you make your clients feel. It's the experience they have in coming to work with you, and before they come to work with you, how you make them feel during the process of them having to select an attorney for their matter. So those are the 5 ways, the 5 key ways you can demonstrate value to your clients and your prospective clients before, during, and even sometimes after you work with them. If you'd like more great tips just like these, please visit me, Dave Lorenzo, at RainmakerLawyer.com. I thank you for watching and have a fantastic day.